Okay, Coach Washington. So you talked. Y'all had made some changes, right, with some of your roster, adding some new girls. So how has just adding those new girls been with camaraderie and gelling with the team for games and things?
I mean, camaraderie is one thing. I think the team it's a group of players that have good personalities, but gelling as a team, we're still not quite where we want to be. We've got some new faces out there. With the loss of 3 starters in the last 12 days, we have to be able to still execute what it is that we're out here to do. And so being able to keep Savannah off the glass, being able to knock down free throws and limit, their point production is something that's really important. And that's regardless of who it is on the court, regardless of if it's starters, new people, or reserves. Yeah.
Okay, so you talked about losing one of your starters, Kamari McDaniel. She's second in scoring for the league, second in scoring for your team. And it's how not having her on the floor, especially when Diamond Johnson, it takes her a minute to get started in this game, and she's not usually a player that needs a lot of time to get started. But on the other end of that, you see Jessica Timmons and Zahara Jones kind of pick up the slack in scoring and whatnot for your team tonight. So looking at that, talk a little bit more about just not having those starters, but having other players step up.
Well, I mean, basketball isn't ever a game of one person. It's not 1-on-5. It's all 5 people, all 10, 11 players that you have available to you. And the rule of thumb, regardless of if you are playing peewee basketball, football, whatever the sport is, the rule of thumb when injuries happen is next person, next woman up. And so having the ability to have other people to step up and pick up those points. We're not looking for, people to come in and score 17 a game like Kamaria, but we are looking for people to fill in spot gaps and be able to come in and give us, 5 points here. This person gives us 5 or 8. And so being able to balance it out is something that coaches will typically expect. But yeah, I mean, we don't have Kamaria, but we've got so many other talented players that have to step up.
And then you're probably going to hear this question a lot, especially playing a team like the Savannah Steel, playing a team in this league with only 4 teams multiple times. So y'all getting ready to play them 4 more times after this. So talk about just the longevity of playing a team, having to play the same team, and just what it is when you learn a team so well from game 1 to game 5.
Yeah, so the difference with this game is we haven't played Savannah in a month. And they are a totally different team than what we saw on the third game of the season. That was the last time we played them, the first 3 games, and they've changed tremendously. There's only 2 people that are still in the starting lineup that started the first time we played them. And so being able to navigate and manage, so even though we have not played them, we've seen this team, we've seen these players, we know what these players are capable of doing. And so being able to step up and make sure that we're executing and making sure that we are sticking with the game plan for the strengths and weaknesses of setting our team up for success.
And then last thing, any off the top of your head, any changes that you see or adjustments that you want to make?
Yeah, of course. I think as a coach, regardless of if it's a win or a loss, you have to make adjustments that are necessary, whether it is defensive adjustments in terms of your matchups, or if it is, offensive adjustments where you are controlling the pace a little bit better and either determining that you're going to go down and get quick shots up and make them play transition defense, or if you're going to slow the ball and then not get shots up until under 14 or 12 seconds. And so as coaches, we go back, wins or losses, we go back and we talk about all of the possessions, we talk about all of the adjustments that are necessary. So the biggest thing for us is just going to be making sure that it's a 40-minute game. We got stuck on 2 points in the third quarter for the longest amount of time until probably about the last 2 minutes of that quarter. And that hurt us in the long run. And so being able to combine all 40 minutes together is something that's absolutely necessary for us to be successful, for anybody that plays at this level to be successful.
Any questions for Coach? Okay, Coach,
Yep.
We'll see you on Friday.
Thank you.